welcome to my kitchen. Last week I made pizza burgers and I served them with a very simple tomato and cucumber salad, and I had so many people ask me if I could show them how I made the salad, which I thought kind of was odd. I thought everybody eats this, but I grew up with this. My grandmother made it, my mother made it, and this is just how we do it.
My mother made it.
And your mother made it?
Mm-hmm.
This is just very, very simple. I forgot to take the onion out, but I'm going to grab that right now. We use a little bit of minced onion in it as well, but I'm going to go ahead and I have a hothouse cucumber, which is what I have available to me today. And I like to cut it in 4 pieces, and then I like to cut it in half, and then I like to cut it. I cut it in half, and then I cut each half in half lengthwise, and then I like to cut the cucumbers into little quarter pieces. That's just how I do it. I find it easier to mix, and it's nicer on the plate that way. And for every person that you're feeding, 1 Roma tomato. And then, of course, you can adjust this according to the number of people that you're going to be feeding. My youngest, she won't eat this at all, so it's just not one of her preferred things to eat. Whoopsie. And then I'm gonna mince up some. This is sweet Vidalia onion. It's about 1/4 cup. I'm just gonna mince it really as fine as possible. These are just some onions that I had left over from when I caramelized onions, and I didn't want to put these in the pan because I had a pretty full pan. And that's probably too much. I'm just going to put a handful and a half. I don't want to put all of this. We'll just put these back in the bag.
Hot dog.
Are we having hot dogs this week?
Guess we should.
Because I have chopped onions? Mm-hmm. We can. Certainly not a problem.
I like them once in a while.
Yeah, hot dogs are good once in a while. Alright, close up this onion bag. I have about a clove of minced garlic. That goes in there. Okay, and then we just season it up. I use a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little, about a 1/2 teaspoon. The same of onion powder, and I know that we have garlic and onion in there, but this just is a different dimension of flavor. We're going to put just a little bit of salt, like a 1/2 teaspoon for the whole bowl. You just want the salt to get the flavors and the juices going. And then about the same of cracked black pepper.
Celery seed?
No, not in this. Okay, then I just glug over a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. This is extra virgin. And then I just give it a good stir. This is going to sit and macerate while the rest of the meal is finishing up, and then by the time it's ready, by the time we're ready to eat, this will be nice and flavorful, and all of the flavors that are in here will have mingled, and it will be delicious and beautiful. So that is how I make a very simple, classic tomato and cucumber salad. It's how I grew up eating it. It's how my grandmother and my mom made it. It's how Rick's mom made it. And I hope that you try this. I hope that you enjoy it. I'll put a recipe on my website, and that's noreenskitchen.com. You can go over there and print off a copy of that recipe when you see this video posted. And I thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today, and I really enjoy visiting with you when you come by. So until next time, I'll see ya.